thanks for stopping by for the 10-Minute Concept Clinic. My name is Martha Guidry. Many of my contemporaries know me as the Concept Queen, so I brought my crown just to make sure you felt welcome. I have a company called The Right Concept that's based in Connecticut, and I help clients all over the world develop new product and service concepts that win in the marketplace. So hopefully today you've come by so you can get a little expertise from the Queen herself. My purpose today is to show you some quick ways to make sure you're giving your product and service the best chance at becoming a winning concept in the market. Just for the record, I want to make sure you understand we're not talking about core idea concepts today. Oh, a core idea concept? Well, what that is basically a concept that explains your product or service, talks about the features that it offers, all the different features that it offers to someone who might buy it. It does not overtly sell the benefits. You really need to have a positioning concept in order to go out into the marketplace. What's a positioning concept? It's a promise a product or service makes to resolve any unmet consumer need. The reason why it will satisfy that need and a description or portrayal of any key elements that will affect the perception of that product. I took this right from the pages of Procter & Gamble, where I started my marketing career. The real key with the positioning concept is that it offers a benefit. It tells the customer what's in it for them and also tells them why they should believe it, which is really important. If you don't have a meaningful benefit for your product or service, no one's going to buy it. It's really tricky because many people get confused as to what is a good positioning concept and what isn't one. So I'm going to share an example with you today that'll hopefully help you out a bit. There's always the question out there, which is, why do I need a positioning concept? The reality is if you don't position yourself, someone else will, and it might not be the way you want to be positioned. I put an example together here. This is a fun one. This is M&Ms, because most of us are familiar with M&Ms. And I've identified 4 basic parts of the concept: the headline, the accepted consumer belief, the benefit, as well as the reason to believe. So let's get started. Let's read through this. M&Ms, the fun, mess-free chocolate. My kids love chocolate, but the chocolate-covered hands can be a problem, especially when we're out and about. Introducing M&Ms, the fun way to eat chocolate without the mess. That's because M&Ms are delicious pieces of chocolate dipped in a candy coating. That's pretty much what we know from our childhood experience with M&Ms. This is the positioning concept. However, what you've probably heard is the selling idea or the selling message. M&Ms melt in your mouth, not in your hand. I put this on the screen because it really helps you understand the difference between advertising and a positioning concept. The positioning concept is the idea. How am I going to serve up this benefit to my target audience? The selling message is the copywriter's interpretation of that concept that puts together a memorable tagline or selling idea. So they really are different. So here's an example of a poorly written concept that I made up. It's for a skincare product. Let's read through and then we'll talk about it. The healthy skin solution. The daily stress of weather and environment has made my skin dull. You feel the most confident and beautiful when your face looks clean, healthy, and smooth. Isn't that true? Introducing Brand X, a complete range of face care products that fortify and nourish your skin so it looks healthy and soft. The breakthrough technology blends ceramides, antioxidants, and rich emollients to help repair, penetrates the surface, working underneath, fixing the damage caused from everyday life. Restore helps cells regenerate faster so skin looks younger. Protect contains SPF and antioxidants to reduce future skin damage for more beautiful skin. Brand X, all you need for beautiful skin. This is very similar to something I would see from a lot of my clients, and it has lots of things promised here, and that's the problem. So let's look at each of these individually and talk about the opportunities within this concept. So let's start here. First and foremost, having this idea of skin being dull set up right at the beginning is very negative. Most people don't want to hear about the negative articulation of their problem. Even a problem can be set up in a more positive way. Also, the use of you here and your, it sounds like a command. It sounds like the company's telling you how you should feel. And consumers don't like that. Customers don't like that. I feel. First person, tell me how I feel. I want to relate to this concept. It's not about what you want me to relate to. And then finally, this idea of having a question, that's a big no-no in my mind. Because the problem with a question is that you have an opportunity to say no. Why would you want to give your customer a chance to say no and fall out of the concept? This one's particularly bad because asking if it's true, the whole premise of an accepted consumer belief is that it's supposed to be true. So why would you bother asking? Looking at the benefit, this one promises a lot of things. Fortify, nourish, healthy, soft. We have the classic kitchen sink concept here with 4 different promises that the product could never deliver against. It's not going to be believable, and it's certainly not going to be deliverable against. I talked about consumers or customers only remembering 3 things. Well, if you have 4 benefits, how are they even going to remember the brand? And then the reasons to believe. There's a lot of information here, but we start out first with the dangerous multi-syllable word. I know that sounds ridiculous, but a concept should be written to the 6th grade level. And when you have things like antioxidants and emollients, people get scared. They shy away. They are afraid they don't know something and it makes them nervous. Similarly, we have all these different promises: repair, restore, protect. Wow, there's so much going on here that it's even harder for me to understand exactly what this product is doing. And then there's other promises in terms of what's my deliverable. Even though we promised healthy and soft skin, now we have younger, we have beautiful. I mean, this is a really unfocused concept. And last but not least, when you look at the wrap-up and the headline talks about healthy, wrap-up talks about beautiful. Are these really the same idea? I don't know. Because if you think about it, this was about healthy, yet beautiful was introduced down here. So, as you can see, writing a good concept is much more complicated than most would actually realize. Here's a take at a better concept for that same idea. For healthy looking skin every day, my face is the first thing people see, but sometimes my skin can look a bit dull and less full of life. Introducing Brand X, a complete range of face care products that give you soft, healthy looking skin. Each product contains a unique combination of 3 ingredients: ceramides that penetrate the skin, repairing damage, antioxidants that protect the skin from everyday environmental stress, and rich emollients that moisturize and replenish the skin. Brand X, face care for the healthy look you desire. As you can see, this concept flows better and more tightly supports the idea of soft, healthy looking skin. I often get the question about a positioning statement. Folks get confused, positioning concept versus positioning statement. Well, the positioning concept is part of the positioning statement, but just one of 4 areas that have to be explored. Purpose of advertising, target for advertising, the concept, and the brand character. So while the concept is incredibly important, it's the blue box I've shown here. All these 4 elements come together to create your communication strategy or positioning statement that would be used for communications. So hopefully you've learned something today and have a few little tidbits that you can take back to your desk or to your office while you're working on concept development. If you want to learn more, there's lots of ways for you to get more information about concept writing and training. The book, Marketing Concepts That Win, that I published last year, filled with tips and tricks, ways to make you a sharper concept writer. I speak at national conferences on all sorts of topics related to concept development, or you could schedule a company training program which can include one-on-one coaching if desired. All of these ways are things that you can do to become a better concept developer. So let me know. Give me a call, look at my blog for more information, register for my newsletter, or just drop me an email, and I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks so much for attending, and have a wonderful day, and happy concept writing!